It's a cold, wintry night in 1996. I'm sitting crouched down on the floor of my dorm room in Missouri, US. My hands over my knees, my head down. I slowly look up and I see my Yankee hat and my Yankee jacket hanging at the corner of my bed. And I think to myself, I've really tried to be like the Americans. I've tried to talk like them. I've tried to walk like them. I've tried to even joke like them. I've tried to fool myself into being somebody I'm not, but yet I feel so lonely and alone. And then I looked down again. I slowly look up and I see the sleeping pills bottle lying on my desk. And I think to myself, I want to end this all. I don't want to be lonely anymore. I feel so excluded. I'm in this predominantly white university. I'm the only brown person. I hate myself. I hate my life. And I can't tell my parents who are so far away in India because, after all, it was my decision to be here. And I wanted to make my future a bright future. And then in guilt, I look down again. And after a few moments of silence, I hear a knock on the door. Nitin, it's Brian. How are you, man? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Are you okay? You see, I have been locked into this room for 2 days. My stomach has been growling because I haven't had much to eat. Brian, the black American across the floor? Does he care? How can he care? Does he really mean it? No, it must be just a formality like anybody else. So I look down, I don't pay attention to the knock. And then after a few minutes of silence, there is a louder knock. Nitin, open the door. If you don't open the door, I'll call the police. Police? I get scared. And with that scare, I somehow get courage and strength to stand up. And slowly, I leverage to the door, and I open the door to let Brian in. And Brian, all worried, anxiously just looks at me and just says to me, Nitin, are you okay, man? What has been going on? I haven't seen you in a few days. What is up? I can't say much. I'm frozen. I can feel the heartbeat beating so fast, I'm shivering. Without saying anything, in a split of a second, I just hug Brian tightly. And as I'm hugging Brian, tears just come rolling down my eyes. I feel connected. I feel somebody truly cares in this world. Somebody who really means and cares to me. Slowly, I open up with Brian. We sat on the dorm floor, talking hours. He is kind enough to order some pizza for me, and we talk all through the night. I feel light. I feel better. I feel connected. The next day, Brian encourages me to go to the counseling center and talk to somebody there. I walk with him, and as he's dropping me at the counseling center, he leverages close to me, and he says to me, Nitin, I love who you are. You are a rock star. Always remember this. Those words just energized me. I felt truly like I am a rock star. I can take on the world courageously, and I can be who I am truly without fooling anybody. I went on, the counseling sessions helped me. I graduated with honors in psychology, and at graduation, Brian is standing proudly with a sign saying, congratulations, rock star. I thought I made it. I felt proud. I continued on to study counseling, and it was my way of giving back to people and helping and empowering people to be somebody and to be truly best to who they are. 25 years later, in a faraway land in Singapore, on a rainy, cloudy night, I'm sitting in my office cubicle with my head down once again. My boss has just humiliated me. My boss, who looks like me, has just humiliated me in front of my team, telling me that I don't add any value to the team, and I should first become somebody before I can help other people. I start to have flashbacks of 1996. And as I'm thinking through that, a soft, kind voice echoes in my ear. Nitin, I love who you are. You are a rock star. Always remember this. And I spring up with excitement, courageously again, trying to take on the world. I can be somebody, and my mission became to lead with kindness and compassion. A few weeks later, I get this devastating news that Brian has passed away due to brain cancer. I wasn't able to say this to Brian, but today I want to say this. Brian, I love what you did for me. I love what you said to me. But above all, Brian, I love how you made me feel. Brian, this one is for you, my friend. You are my rock star. Thank you.